I like the tape for this one.
I meant you with that.
And did you know there was a mouse at the manger?
There was a mouse.
It's a really big mouse.
It was like a vision of the future.
Well, hello everybody. It's Pastor Steve for another episode of Faith-Filled Friday from Christ Presbyterian Church in Tucson, Arizona. And I have our office manager, Stella, here with me. And I've just been giving you a view of you again. Stella's got quite a collection of manger scenes, creches that she has brought, and that a few other people have stopped by and brought. This is the most fun one in some ways because sometimes I don't know how it happens, but sometimes the characters are moved around in really weird ways. But Stella and I were here in the office and thinking about all these manger scenes and working on all the worship services we have as we come into the Christmas celebration. And suddenly Stella looked at me and she said,
What were Jesus's reveal party? Gender reveal. Yes,
she
gender
said, what if
reveal.
Jesus had a gender reveal party?
Yes.
Mary and Joseph had
Because
a gender
we were
reveal.
listening to that scripture about the angel going to Joseph and saying, "Don't be scared.
Yeah.
She's gonna have a baby, but you're gonna name it Jesus."
And we bust a gut laughing, thinking, oh my gosh, what if Mary and Joseph had a gender reveal party for Jesus? And who would have been there?
And the shepherds would have been in the fields, and then all of a sudden, whoa!
Whoa! They
Blue
saw this
confetti.
blue confetti go.
And the sun exploding, and they would have just thought, oh man.
And suddenly, Stella and I, in the midst of the chaos and, to be honest, the stress of getting ready for Christmas in the church, we simply began to laugh out loud. Just some of the heartiest laughs I think either one of us have had over the last couple of weeks getting ready for worship. And I think we're here today on a Faith-Filled Friday to remind you that there's a lot of humor in this story and a lot of humor in life.
It's very funny.
And a lot of joy that comes in the midst of this story. And don't let go of that. In whatever stress you have of family coming over or having to go to family, or whatever stress you may have of perhaps being alone again for the holiday, we invite you to just to laugh a little bit, to imagine what Mary and Joseph's gender reveal party could have been like, and have fun with it, because this story that God gives us in Jesus is really an amazing story. And all sorts of people from all sorts of places around the world are celebrating. And I don't know if you know of where any of these come from, Stella, but the one with the candle, I'll bet is...
It's Sweden.
The Swedish one?
Yeah, it's
I was going to say German or Netherlands kind of thing. This one seems more of a native African kind of style. Mm-hmm. This is an old traditional.
This is a German one.
Yeah.
You can see Joseph looking out the window pensively.
Wondering, how am I going to handle this? The poor angel got broken. But we like to move the characters around. Balthazar, the one wise man that gets a name. This one's probably a Peruvian kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and these all look like rabbis to me.
They do kind of look, yeah, because they've got the strings.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. At least one of them does. And these are interesting because these are made out of a clay. Different kinds of clay.
American somehow.
This looks like an Asian one almost, right?
I think it's Japanese.
And this is fun because it's got a coconut hut for the manger cave wherever they were born, wherever they were that night. And then some hand-carved wood ones and some more traditional ones.
This one's from Sears.
From Sears. Wow. I don't think there's a Sears in town anymore, is there? Anyway, where'd we go? There we go. Anyway, on this Faith-Filled Friday, Stella and I bring you tidings of great joy. For unto us is born a Savior who is Christ the Lord. And I'm sure there were parties, and we're going to have some parties. But just make sure that in the midst of whatever your celebrations bring you, you're celebrating the joy of God with us, Emmanuel. We wish you a Merry Christmas this week before Christmas. In the midst of the stress, take a moment to giggle. Thank you all from Christ Presbyterian Church in Tucson, Arizona. Join us this Sunday. We're having our Journey to Bethlehem event starting at 9 a.m. Tucson time. Campus full of activities, petting zoo, food, music, and then we're gathering in the sanctuary at 10:45 for a wonderful worship experience that includes a pageant centered around Joseph and Can We Find the Real Joseph? And then Christmas Eve, 5 o'clock p.m. in the fellowship hall with the music of our band, 9 p.m. in the sanctuary with the music of our choirs. Both of those services end with candlelight and singing of Silent Night. It's really quite beautiful. Christmas Day, one service at 10 a.m. In the sanctuary. New Year's Day, one service, 10 a.m. in Fellowship Hall. Now remember, all of our worship services are live in person. You are welcome to come. Bring your kids. We love kids in worship here, especially during this season. If you can't be in person with us on the campus, know that you are welcome to join us here online as you are able to join us. So thank you all. Have a great day. Bye from Stella and Pastor Steve.